Attention space travelers, watch out for the green planets.
In the book Existent Life in the Universe from page 313 onwards, Billy already wrote in 1978 that the different colors of the color spectrum, the tones and sounds as well as swinging waves of many kinds, play a decisive role in the development and creation of life. According to this, each color of the color spectrum has a different life wave. Each planet, in turn, is dominated and characterized by a particular color light wave, whether it already carries life or not. So the color light wave gives the expert of these laws information about the state of development of a planet and what kind of life of what state of development it harbors, even over long distances. If earthly astronauts one day penetrate into the depths of space to search for life-bearing planets, they should, according to Billy, pay the greatest attention to a very rich green glow, because this color wave testifies to optimal living conditions and the optimal development of life on the planets in question. On planets with green color light waves of any variation, peace is therefore always to be expected. Love and truthful observance of creative life, pronounced in their strength according to the variation and nuance of the green color. The blue color range of the light wave spectrum of our home planet Earth thus testifies to the fact that, precisely according to these vibrating blue waves, the entire life, the development of consciousness and spirit and the material thinking and acting on the planet still moves very strongly within the limits of the material. The color signatures of a planet roughly say the following: violet, no life impulse yet, the lowest color wave in the whole development and life fulfillment, like life maintenance. Red, or a mixture with color impulses from the red area, only impulses of impulse, a so-called program of change, does not yet testify to life. Yellow, planet with a low evolutionary stage, for example like Earth at the time of the dinosaurs. Blue, middle evolutionary state. Human beings on such a planet are still very much caught up in materialism and in the delusion of power and belief in unreal things, from which wars and many other evils result. Green, truth, peace and love have taken hold. Human beings live in harmony and in compliance with the creative and natural law and commandments, graded according to the intensity and fullness of the green vibration. Earthly science discovered the color signature in 2010 of the planets. Earthly science knows only a small part of the above-mentioned correlation, mainly because of its thinking, which is still rooted in materialism. However, in November 2010, it did come across the discovery that the ratio of 3 colors to each other could be sufficient to identify an Earth-like exoplanet. A team of American researchers reported on the procedure in the scientific journal Astrophysical Journal. According to the report, a comparison of radiation in the blue, green and red ranges clearly highlights Earth from the other bodies in the solar system and could therefore also prove to be a useful method for exoplanet. With larger telescopes, it may soon be possible to measure the colors of planets and other stars, hopes Lucy McFadden from NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. And her colleague Carolyn Crow from the University of California at Los Angeles adds, our method divides the planets into different classes and clearly highlights Earth. McFadden and Crow began their work with colored data on Earth, the Moon and Mars provided by the Deep Impact spacecraft. Other researchers joined in and provided comparable data on Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Saturn's moon Titan. The researchers first entered different color combinations and diagrams and got a confusing mess in each case. After some experimentation, however, it became clear that the information from 3 filter areas, green, blue and red, was sufficient to highlight the differences between the planet. To do this, the researchers plotted the ratio of blue to green radiation against the ratio of red to green radiation. In this color diagram, the planets now form several clearly distinguishable groups. And the Earth occupies a special position in this diagram, clearly separated from all the other planets. So, McFadden and Crow hope The method could also highlight Earth-like planets and exoplanets. Of course, the scientists urge caution. A similar color signature is no proof that such a planet also has a blue sky and is covered by sea. But it would be an indication that it is worth taking a closer look at this planet. We can learn a few things from color, Crow said, but of course there's a lot we can't learn without more precise measurements. The planets of the solar system and a color diagram on the x-axis is plotted the ratio of red to green color components and on the y-axis the ratio of blue to green color components of light. The Earth top center is clearly different from the other planet.
Information from publicly available sources at Wolf, Germany.